we talk about climate change and saving the planet, today's youth hopefully holds some of the answers. And right now in Atlanta, some of the most brilliant ideas are on display at the Regeneron International Science and Engineering Fair. The world's top youth scientists compete for awards and prizes worth up to $8 million. And I am honored this morning to be joined by a finalist, Caitlin Estrada. She is a junior at Isidore Newman School in New Orleans. Thank you for joining us. Very excited for you to be here. How did you get into science?
So I've always been interested in science since both of my parents are doctors. It's been a huge thing in our family, and I was also very inspired by Dr. Sylvia Earle.
So this is not something that you've really been doing this for a long time, not just your project, but all of science. You really love science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes, I've always loved science.
Okay, so explain to me your project, because this is pretty unique. You live in New Orleans, and you decided to focus on the mighty Mississippi River. Why?
Yes, so I live in New Orleans, and we are one of the cities that's especially affected by the adverse effects of climate change. And one of the things that's fueling these adverse effects is the burning of fossil fuels, leading to the greenhouse effect and the warming of the global population, all these other things. And so these are creating these climate disasters. So one way that we can try to combat this is with sustainable energy.
Okay.
So I was inspired by the wind turbines in Texas and how they're able to utilize these natural resources that they have without depleting them, such as wind. And I was thinking, what do we have in New Orleans that's similar to that, is that it's undepletable? And I came up with the Mississippi River.
All right. So what's in the river that makes it so comparable to that wind?
So the river flows at a rate of 1.6 million gallons of water per second.
That's a lot of water.
Yes.
Okay.
So it has a very strong undercurrent. They always talk about this in New Orleans. Don't swim in the river, you'll get sucked down. So it has a very strong undercurrent. That's why I decided to focus on the bed of the river as opposed to other forms of energy.
So that's where this came in, and you created this. Show us real quick what this is.
Yeah.
This goes on the bottom of the river. Pick it up, show it to us. What is this?
So this is a hydrokinetic turbine that I designed. You can see on the inside there's a turbine blade. So when this spins,
so the water moves this way.
The water moves through it. It spins the blade. The blade spins, and then there would be a motor connected here. The TSA didn't like the motor, but
okay.
The motor would then harness that electricity, and it's connected to a voltmeter.
And this goes, then the power would go out to the city of New Orleans. So
Yes.
This is clean energy. It would go out and power the city, but this is also good for the environment because it's different than hydro energy.
Hydroelectric energy.
Right.
So hydroelectric energy is being utilized in the United States. It's when you build a dam and the turbine blades are inside of the dam, the water runs through it, it generates electricity, it runs out the other side. The problem with this is that would stop all traffic on the Mississippi River. New Orleans, as you might know, is a port city.
Right.
That would not work out very well.
Not a good idea in New Orleans.
So this would go on the bottom of the river and hopefully not
So
distract.
the river would go this way. It wouldn't hurt the fish. It wouldn't hurt there'd be no dam, no lake, no reservoir. The boats could keep going, and it'd be clean energy.
Yes.
And how did you come up with that all by yourself?
Well, I actually initially did look at hydroelectric power because that's something that we have in the United States. But once I continued my research and realized that wouldn't work in the greater New Orleans area, I moved on to hydrokinetic power, which is not being utilized in the United States.
Caitlin, right here, remember your name, Caitlin Estrada. You are going places, I will say that right now, and you are going to help this planet be more clean energy and help all of us. For more information on finalists at the Regeneron International Science Fair, and for Caitlin, you can actually go onto their website and check it out right there. They're actually, the awards, the grand award ceremony is going to be today on YouTube. You can watch it live. And for all of the winners, go to science.org, societyforscience.org. Whoa, there goes our little prop. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Congratulations to you and your family and everybody at your school. You are definitely moving us forward. We appreciate it. The next hour of Morning Rush starts right now with those guys, Alex and Jay.